I was with a client the other day and she said, Brendan, I'm tired of being the one who makes all the effort, who works hard, who tries, who worries about things, who cares about the details. It's hard. And sometimes I just want to be the one who, quits or lets the ship sink or takes a step away and doesn't jump in when I know I can jump in. And I know that sometimes the people around me won't lead, she was saying. And I'm always the one to fix it and jump in and make things happen and hold the standard. And sometimes I'm just tired of that. And I want to quit. I want to see it all burn down and just let it all fall apart. Is that normal? Happy Friday, Striver. Oh, yeah, baby. It's normal. Of course it's normal. It's hard to be a striver. It's hard to want good things. It's hard to hold a standard. It's hard to show up as you did this week, my friend. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, when often you're the person who's more intentional than others. Sometimes you're more prepared. Sometimes you're more conscientious. You care about the things. You care about getting things done. You care about being nice to people. You're trying to be a role model. You're trying to lead your family and yourself. And guess what? Yep, it's hard. But when I hear someone say, should I just, let the ship sink and stop saving it? Well, I always say, I guess if it's just your ship and you're by yourself, the thing's just going down in the night. All right, maybe you can swim to shore. All right, okay. But if it's a ship, and remember, ships are larger. If you're on a ship, you're all responsible for each other. And it doesn't feel good when some people are always down below just sleeping and not doing anything. But of course, if you're on a ship, you also chose to be on that ship. You also can be the captain of that ship, or you can be one of the leaders on that ship, because at some point, your insides will turn if you don't activate. Let me share with you some truths here. As your coach, who cares about you deeply, I know what discouragement feels like. I know what it feels like to put so much effort in and someone cheats. To put so much effort in, someone betrays you. Work so hard and really care, and somebody doesn't even understand you or misunderstands you. Maybe you did do it. You worked so hard, you got passed up. Other people didn't jump in, didn't save you, didn't speak up for you, didn't try for you. You got let down. But I always tell people, don't stop pulling yourself up in life just because you got let down. Of course, it's normal to feel let down, and it's truthful that when you're the leader, when you're trying to grow and other people aren't, it can be really frustrating. But don't let your frustrations drive you. Don't let feeling let down drive you. No, you have an impulse. The reason you've saved so many ships in the past, the reason you have been the responsible one in the past isn't because you're a dupe. It's because that's what's in your guts. That's how you're built. That's your thing. It's okay that not everybody gets it, appreciates it, gives you the acknowledgments, the awards, the promotions, and everything else. You don't do it for those people, and you don't do it for those external measures. You do it because you're built that way, babe. And you can fight it. You can, sink an armada of ships in the next 5 or 10 years of your life. You know what? Just let it all burn down. Watch everything fail. See it crumble all around you. Take great joy in that as you're just saying, screw you, world. And watch where you end up in 10 years. Knowing all the while you knew you could grow, lead, change, activate, be the role model, not let things fall apart like that. See how you're going to feel in 10 years. You think you feel let down now? No, you feel let down now by others. That's why you want to let the whole thing sink, because you're on a ship with other people. They're bumming you out. They're upsetting you. They're passing you by. You're frustrating of saving the work all the time for them. You're like, let this thing sink because you want everybody to go down. You want them to see how important you were. See how your efforts were really mattering. You want them to know, dang it. So much so, you're going to let them drown. Because you know what? Maybe when they're drowning, finally, they'll be like, oh, yes, you're my savior. Please throw me a life raft. And finally, you will be appreciated. And then it will have been all worth it. All these dead bodies lying around, everybody drowned out, and you thinking, finally, they know, those lone few survivors. I know I'm being dramatic, but so are you. That's why you're asking the question. I can do this as your coach. I can be as dramatic as the dramatic questions come. And of course, I'm joking here a little bit here because I just want you to engage with this concept. You, in your gut, in your soul, in your spirit, were brought to Growth Day. You activated this subscription, this community, this effort in your life for a specific reason. You're built that way. And I know it sounds weird because maybe you weren't always built that way, but you've changed, you've shifted. And at this stage of your life, it's important for you to grow. It's not always that important for everybody to grow, but whatever it is brought you here, you have to honor that. And whatever it is that has helped you save, helped you build, helped you care about the standards, helped you care about holding the line and saving the ship. If you start denying that just because you're not getting the external accolades, the external appreciation, internally in a couple of years, you will feel that you let down your potential. See, I tell people pretty straightforward, do not lower your potential just because there's lower appreciation around you. Do not lower your potential just because there's lower effort around you. Your job is not to mirror and match the energy of the world because you already know most of that's not so good. A lot of the world is cynical, pessimistic, disengaged. They don't care about growth. And I don't say that as somebody who is cynical in any way. I've done marketing of personal development for 20 years. Literally billions of impressions of my work has been out there. And hundreds of billions of impressions of my peers' work who I directly work with. And I see something that most people don't realize. I see how those impressions turn to conversions. And a lot of people never purchase, engage in, or take the next step in any personal development. And I'm not just talking about me, Brendan, or any of the coaches in Growth Day, and as you know, we've had dozens, or any of the larger field of personal development, psychology, sociology, human behavior change, all around the globe. Most people rarely invest in themselves. You're weird that you read a book once in a while. You're weird that you listen to podcasts, that you come to the Daily Fire. That thing in you, you got to honor that. That's a unique gift. That's a blessing. That desire to do things well, do you know how much people wish for that and beg for that? That desire and that drive and that discipline that you have to live a good life, do you know how many people could barely rise themselves out of bed today who would beg for your attitude? Who literally pray to feel more responsible, disciplined? Who ask me all the time, I wish, Brendan, I could just, even try to get my life together. I talk with those people every day for 20 years. I know the reality that lots of people really struggle. And if you're the person who's been saving ships, you're the person who's been holding it all together, I'm letting you know that stuff in your gut, that stuff in your spirit, that's the stuff that most people are begging and praying for. They wish they had ambitions and dreams. They feel so disconnected from it. They wish they could try harder. They're like, why don't I try? They feel lazy. They feel disengaged and they don't know why. And there you are saving ships, babe, ships. I'm here to tell you, I'm proud of you. I honor you. I respect you. I wish you knew how rare it is that you're even listening to this Daily Fire on this day, that you're even listening to this far in the Daily Fire. Plenty of people start one, don't finish it. You're still here. You're different. Honor that. You're somebody who does things, gets things done, finishes, completes. cares about people, cares about details, grows. That impulse is your superpower. Don't sink it just because they don't get it. I hope this served you today. This Daily Fire is such a gift of my life to get to interact with you all so often. I want to thank you for being part of Growth Day. I'd love to ask your help of bringing more people into this message. There's probably a lot of people out there who are striving hard, who maybe needed to hear this message today. They're discouraged, they're doubtful, things go on, sometimes they're let down, and maybe a message like today might put a little bit more fire back into their lives, because every day is a great day to grow. All right, if you love this Daily Fire today, quick reminder, comment on it down below. What did you learn? What do you think? What do you have to share? This is about social learning in Growth Day. We learn from each other. We have that humility to learn from each other, but we also have that service leadership mindset where we want to share our life lessons with one another. So what have you learned about this topic? Put it in the comments down below and then get your growth streak.